You need it. Yeah, they're coming.
Sheriff, can you hear?
Oh, there has a zone.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's not coming from the right source. We're asking them now. It's coming from Garchin Institute, not from his GBI Buddhist stream. See, he's muted. Yeah, I think it's coming from a distant. We asked Deb where they're going to actually come from. Because, yeah, it's kind of distant for us also. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me know if you need anything.
Why can't we?
Zoom, okay. Okay. Please, somebody offering this text in there. Yeah, next to Pemba there. This text is a Guru Padmasambhava commentary. Oh. Yeah. No, not my. It's my. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Evening, right? Good evening. So we rest the mind a little bit. Meditate, please. Rest the mind. Dam ge du je ya je re sen ro yin je me do de je bu nyam ba zhe je lam a wer je be ge ya je yer be ya la gu san za do je nyan je de lo na ro da mar ba me la je je gam bo Amo rupa jarwa nigong bega ju lama nam chuba zorwa de jagara benje bula gade Eman yung ne gala nendro me da da la no zimbe gana Orjin rambo jela zorwa de rome je Yenje bodane Tezo zanje genje onye Ranzen yege ngozon donzebe Tsawe lama namla zorwande. Okay, so tonight I'm going to share with you this Guru Padmasambhava commentary. Do you have this teaching received before? How many people receive? I think many, right? No? Yes? I think few already, yeah? Okay. This instruction. No, last year. We didn't share last year. Just generally, do you receive? Okay. So this Guru Rinpoche's very short Pita instruction. I share, I think many years ago, this teaching used the root text. And that time I have a translator. So I talked Tibetan, translation to English. Then I don't know who did the transcription, this one. Someone did a transcription. Debe or Amanda, I don't know. Sandy Amanda did the transcription. So then this one printed in Digong Dharma Sriya. So they bring here 100 copy. Thanks very much, generosity. So Amanda created this text and the transcription. This teaching is a very, short, very profound. It's extremely, beautiful. Okay, so first I think I want to talk with you starting page 12. So other way, okay? So this help you, maybe I think, courage too, or, you get more effort, joyfully wanted to practice. So that's why we go to page 12 first. Then starting from not starting from beginning. So what Padmasambhava he says, Guru Rinpoche said, can you see that? So old lady, if you meditate like this, you will become a Buddha. So this story is, Padmasambhava, he gave this instruction to one old woman. So then the Padmasambhava said, if you practice what I talk to you, you're going to become Buddha one lifetime. So that's good news, right? Yeah. So, even samsara is too long. So long as we have a right instruction, and long as we put effort practice, so we have opportunity to liberate in this life. So then the Guru Rinpoche gives some follow-up with the instruction to the old woman, saying, old lady, if you meditate like this, you will no need for fear at time of death. So we have lots of fear for death. So not only death, all the time we have fear. Sometimes we have very gross level fears. Sometimes we have subtle level fears, but subtle level fears we don't sometimes recognize. Gross level fear, rising, we know. So fear is a source, is of course due to our fixation, self-grasping. So long as we have fixation, self-grasping, then the fear is always there. So then especially when we have strongest fear is rising, I think it's when we die, death time, because losing everything. And then we have very strong fear rising. So the Padmasambhava said, as long as we practice this, what he shared, so we can free from fear. I mean, free from fear when we die. So that is like really big gift, right? Good news too. You think so? Okay. Then so you should make effort only in the pit instruction that I have talked to you. So he Padmasambhava give courage to her, like he's sharing. It's only what he taught, a very simple way practice, short instruction. So he asked the old woman, only you practice that way. So what learn this Padmasambhava's teachings, and I really recognize his compassion and his wisdom, his ability how to, help for others, in this giving instructions. So actually the not comparing, yeah. Buddha Shakyamuni teachings are very general. So many, like he talked about 80,000 for Dharma teachings. So Buddha, he cannot go only this, essence of one specific, because he like same as a country, kind of like same as a country leader. Yeah. So he have to bird or generally instructions. So Padmasambhava, he can go specific, sharing like what according to, the person need. Padmasambhava, so focus for liberate that person. So that's why this is very short instruction, very powerful. So we today, we have this Padmasambhava retreat practicing. So you learn this instruction, we meditate, practice, then you get more strong connection to Padmasambhava. The true devotion is rising. When we learn this teaching and we practicing, so you get really your own, benefit or experience. So then you really truly rising devotion to Padmasambhava. So that devotion rising is called irreversible devotion. The reason is because you have your own experience. The practice benefit, knowing, and you understand, and then rising devotion is called your practice, knowing is certainty, is truth, and truly benefit. Then devotion is rising. So then, of course, the Padmasambhava is a very powerful. So even you don't know about anything Padmasambhava, the people hear his names, see his image or statues, they become arising very strong connections. So that's the like the power of Padmasambhava. And then you meditate. The Padmasambhava is more. It's like my understanding is like I can say my experience more fast than any other deities. Okay, so reason is Padmasambhava is appeared to Nirmanakaya form, and all these Buddhas, power or compassion embodiment, and specifically the degeneration term. So effort to form body. So he shares all these teachings. And we have very easy connection because it's Nirmanakaya, you know. And so very close connections. And then you, through Padmasambhava connection, you can go to other deities. So he helped us like really opening the door to other deities, practice and experience. So that's my understand. The reason is I think another is Padmasambhava, he practiced all these deities. He accomplishing all these deities. So that's why he did that, because for future generations, he created all the path. Yeah. So that's why we, meditate Padmasambhava, and then you easily connect to other deities. The Padmasambhava is also sometimes, when we meditate, my experience is the embodiment of all the gurus. So we talk about guru, yadam, dakini, three roots, right? In the text that today we chant prayers that talk about three roots. Also this morning empowerment, three roots is very important. So Padmasambhava is the embodiment of all the king of gurus. So reason is you visualize and meditate the Padmasambhava, you really strongly feel here in the brain, here in the forehead, or brain, how to say the brain, right? Brain, forehead, this area. And then you feel like kind of no duality experience. Do you understand? So that's why I say you see the Padmasambhava form, image tangas, people momentarily have a non-duality experience. So that's his power, Guru's blessing. So then when he shared these teachings, amazing for, so we go to all the details, of course, like you understand, it's amazing. So knowing this teaching, you practicing, then you have a really strong connection to, devotion, connect to the Padmasambhava. Long as we have connect to Padmasambhava, then you have ability to connect to other deities very easy, because his energy or power is into your mind stream, and then his blessing is easy to connect to other deities. So he really opened the door. So then so many people has strong devotion connect to Padmasambhava, because when the people hear the name or chant the mantra, seeing his images, naturally get connections. Even not Buddhist, so just someone random people seeing statue tankas is everybody like have something connections. Reason is his embodiment of no duality. So then here it says, okay, you should only make effort in this, to strive in this activity of this world for your children or husband and so forth. Even you were to engage in all of these great worldly activities for thousands of years, just a single moment of recognizing the true nature of mind is of far greater meaning than all of the countless worldly activity that one could accomplish. Do you understand what I'm reading? I don't know, you're looking to the text. Okay, yeah. So see the way worldly activity, yeah, thousand lifetimes is you really in the true nature Ripa. Even one moment. So that is more powerful, the more great benefit than we engaging thousand lifetimes samsara activities. I think that's really true. Very powerful statement. Because the Buddha Shakyamuni, he shared teaching, we check life is countless already in the samsara, countless lives. So then, if any like these lifetimes we are seeing nature, truth. So I don't think we are right now in come here back to here, already somewhere a better states. Even not maybe enlightened states, but could be in the Devachin, and so Buddha Amitabha pure line. We don't have to keep going birth and death. So that's why it's seeing just a single moment of recognize the true nature of mind is of far greater meaning than all of the countless worldly activity that one could accomplish. So that's very powerful. So we have to think that, and then we have to put effort for meditate. Especially today, what we're going to use, we're sharing here. Use these instructions. So we have to meditate. So then practice has two difference. So this today we practice is all called generation stage. It's a generation stage, yeah. And now this teaching is called completion stage. So its completion stage is also in the generation stage together. Without a completion stage, generation stage don't have really true essence. This completion stage is there, but the generation stage is like purpose is for destroying all these impure perceptions. This one just the point is not only destroying impure perception, transforming, just go directly into true nature. So that's the difference. That's why it's called completion stage. Then we go to right now here, page 4, okay, page 4. Page 4 is commentary. So you can see there, in the first page there, or is golden color is root text. So now we go to root text and commentary together in the page 4. Page 4 is a brief commentary on Guru Rinpoche's pointing out instruction given to the old woman. Homage and praise to the Lama and the Supreme Deity. So we homage to Guru and the Yidam Deity. Background of Guru Rinpoche's pointing out instruction. So this coming right now is the history, okay? And old woman who had offered Guru Rinpoche cards and fruits during one of his retreat requested these instructions. So what happened is Padmasambhava is in Tibet, and he called Samye Monastery. So the monastery is the first monastery in Tibet. Padmasambhava birthed that monastery. And then he went into retreat in that monastery. So he received every single morning this, what he says, the cut or like yogurt, fruit, right? Yogurt and fruit. So he receiving this, food, breakfast, morning. He don't know who's offering. So actually, this old woman right now here is she offering this to Padmasambhava. Then Padmasambhava out of the retreat, and he went to second Mambalat, Samye Monastery. So then this old woman is waiting Padmasambhava outside. So then she requests to Padmasambhava. She asks Padmasambhava. Requests to instruction that requests later. So what she says, she requests instruction that require later hardship. She doesn't want the hardship, okay? She is very smart. So I want to do that. I think she is really help us. What we need, she knows. So she's very kind. And she said very hardship are easy to understand. So we don't want it to complicate, right? Very easy to understand. So that's what she asked. and are very effective. So if you use this instruction, it's very effective, something truly benefit. Effectively. Guru Rinpoche acknowledge here request and begin by pressing her devotion, saying, "You are surely one who has great devotion than King Tuzon So he told that Padmasambhava. The first is, I think some part, I don't know, here's not there here. What is like says Padmasambhava, so who are you? Padmasambhava told her. So then she said, I offer this, yoga and fruit morning. So okay, Padmasambhava said, that's why he said, oh, you are more devotion than King Tuzon Depsin. King Tuzon Depsin, so you put her short and story. The thing was the king of Tibet during the time of Guru Rinpoche. So he is the one who invited Guru Rinpoche to Tibet and sponsored Guru Rinpoche. He was his great benefactor, because benefactors like King Tuzon Depsi, not only Padmasambhava, King Tuzon Depsi, 100 scholars, bring to Tibet. So then the one over the Padmasambhava. So the Samye monasteries become like all the different sections has become research and translation, or the Buddha's teachings, and not only Buddha's teachings, also the India that time like Nagarjuna, all these scholars, and 200 volumes, commentaries Buddha's teaching that translated into Tibetan language, and Buddha Shakyamuni's Kanjur text, 100 volumes, translation to Tibetan language. Also the language schools. There's a school, there's a research, and there's so many these, painted scholars. And so they created that in Samye Monastery. So that's the King Tuzon Depsin. He is the one who invited Guru Rinpoche to Tibet and sponsored Guru Rinpoche. He was his great benefactor. This king had great love for the Dharma. It was due to him and his dream Guru Rinpoche to Tibet that the Dharma spread far and wide there. So King Trizon Devjin is the people, the history says he's the emanation of Manjushri. So anyway, there has long stories. So he invited Padmasambhava. So the Padmasambhava saying, you have more devotion than King Trizon Devjin. So that means King Trizon Devjin, he didn't receive these teachings. The teaching is a point is like, the Pita instructions followed by devotions. Who going to receive, then that person must have to have devotion. So long as you have devotion, that the teachings truly benefit. So that's why Padmasambhava said you are already required to listening this teaching because you have more devotion to King Tuzon Depsin. Yeah. So if King Tuzon Depsin hear this, maybe he's upset because he did so much, benefit. Yeah. And there has like stories like also King Tuzon didn't receive also Digon Poa. Padmasambhava was in Samye Chimpo. It's like the monastery is down below Velu and the Chimpo is in the high level in the mountain. So when Padmasambhava received Poa instruction from Buddha Amitabha, and he only gave the instruction is to the minister Nyima, not King Tuzon Depsin. So because the reason is like Minister Nyima has very tragic suffering, so he has a very strong renunciation. So when you're going to practice power, what do we need? So require is a renunciation to samsara, and really want to, liberation. So without that, the practice is, you cannot. We can receive right now, but we cannot be lineage holder. Okay, so. That's why he didn't give Tuzon Depsin. He cannot be lineage holder, the power lineage holder is first one is called Minister Nyima. So he has the very strong renunciation to, worldly things. And he truly, or he packed his whole life, give up everything, accomplishment. So the same, this girl or the woman, she can't do this, but King Tezong can't do this. Because King Tezong is a king, on the other hand, he have to take care of, kingdom. And this girl is, 100%, she can put effort for Dharma. So that's why I think only she received. Then the first thing Guru Rinpoche talked to the older woman was the importance of a proper posture, the 7-point posture Verochana. First, he said to older woman. So this teaching is given to not in the temple, okay? And outside, like kind of think about in the second, we go to second Mambalet, Tara Stupa, and like go around, like he say, like sit down here, then he giving this instruction. Pointer instruction is a finger pointing to heart. So that's it's called instructions. Then what Padmasambhava told her? 7-point posture, right? We know 7-point posture. We don't have to talk again. So all the women cross your leg. So the here also say fold your leg, fold your legs in the Vajra posture, and strengthen your spine, align your spine, and relax your mind. Then he pointed his finger at the old woman, and he said, so what he said is, know you listen to the Buddha has taught limitless dharmas. I'm going to teach you the very heart essence of limitless dharma. And so in this instruction, this idea or what is main point is, Padmasambhava, he's sharing is, I'm not sharing something, Buddha's teaching. I'm sharing teaching is Buddha's teaching, but it's essence of Buddha's teaching, okay? So that means I'm follow Buddha. Yeah, so that's that we have to know. Sometimes people think, oh, Padmasambhava has some different instruction to Buddha Shakyamuni. Not that case, okay? So Padmasambhava is sharing the Buddha, but he brings to the essence. That is his sharing. Those to who we refer to as Buddha are actually not different from sentient beings. The only difference between Buddha and the sentient beings is Buddha know this Buddha nature and the sentient beings do not. If you understand the nature of a mind, you are Buddha. So it's go directly, like what difference, like sentient beings or these enlightened beings, what is the difference? So difference is enlightened beings, the knowing is on true nature mind. The sentient beings, we didn't recognize our own nature because we deluded, so that's the only difference. Other than, it's all same. So the Buddha Shakyamuni's nature and our nature is no difference, the same nature. So Buddha is not like better than us. Buddha Shakyamuni's nature is not something better than us. Our nature is not worse than anything Buddha Shakyamuni's nature, but nature is the same. What is the difference is Buddha is already knowing that. We didn't recognize. So only the difference, knowing or not knowing. If we know, then we are Buddha. So if you do not understand it, that you are sentient being who wander in samsara. This pro-modal wisdom Buddhahood, this persisting awareness of Buddha is possessed by all beings. So like we call all sentient beings Buddha, or another hand we say we are samsara, samsara sentient being, enlightened Buddha is a difference. So here is like, persisting awareness of Buddha that possessed by all beings. So that case, we are all Buddha. But our is our nature is not deluded, but we not knowing that. We have obstacles. So that's why we say we deluded. But sentient beings will simply not recognize this intrinsic nature. Therefore, all sentient beings have the causes of Buddhahood. So right now, what we're sharing is, if we do something, we can, get fruition, result. Reason is why, because we have Buddha nature. If we don't have true this nature, then our practices become useless. It's no benefit. So this practices truly benefit. The reason is because we have a Buddha nature. If we don't have this nature, then our practice when we die is maybe just benefit temporarily in this life, and then it's gone. Same as like eat the food. So you eat food and then it's good today, but tomorrow we're hungry again, yeah? So then, we practice the Dharma, maybe only temporarily. In that moment, release your emotions, but then coming back again, we keep going samsara again and again. But the good thing, another good news, we have Buddha nature. So that's why, we put effort to practice. Even we not achieve enlightenment in this life, so Buddha nature never die. So you can, keep going again, next life, can progressing and reach to enlightenment. So we can reach enlightenment. Then, and even more as those beings who have the fortune of having achieved a precious human rebirth with 18 freedom and endowments. So we all beings has the Buddha nature. The good thing is like human beings, especially we are right now, we are fortunate, very lucky, because we take birth to the human beings. So then human being is, we have this, 18 freedom and endowments. So this, we go to precious human body meditation. So 18 domain is meditation, like, go stages one by one. Some people, meditate 100 days. So 100-day meditation is actually most important is this 18 endowments. Focus for that. So, human being, we have this, freedom, freedoms and endowments. So this 18 we have. We're not going to go detail this one. So then that's why we have more ability to liberation. That's good things. We, human being, we have to recognize and appreciate ourselves. They in particularly have the potential to achieve Buddhahood. So we have that. There is a temporary difference between Buddha and the sentient beings, but at the very basis, there is no difference whatsoever. There is no one who has more or less potential for Buddhahood. Doesn't make any difference that one's present qualities are or background is, or whether one is male or female, or have equal potential for enlightenment. So every being has actually, of course, the equal potential for enlightenment. So means like right now today we are here all together. So we all have same, ability, potential to enlightenment. So long as Padmasambhava said we have devotion and you put effort, and then you can reach enlightenment. So that's the main important. Guru Rinpoche went in to say, so then in order to sentient beings to have the method which suits them according to their individual capacity. So then we all individually will have different capacities. It's for this reason that the Buddha talked all of 84,000 category of Dharma. So, due to this individual capacity, that's why Buddha Shakyamuni have to share so many teachings. Because teaching is the same as medicine. One medicine cannot recover all the sickness, disease. So we have diversity diseases, so individual issues. So that's why we need diversity medicine. And due to individual capacity, and the Buddha have to share all these different levels of teachings. Because he is the leader of or like founder of the Buddha's teaching, right? Teaching. So he have to share every single being according to what they need. And the Padmasambhava he sharing here is only directly to what this old woman need. So Buddha Shakyamuni teachings all sentient beings according to what they need, capacity, because bigger picture. So they are for the purpose of helping beings to realize this persistent awareness or pro-moral wisdom inherent in their own mind streams. So then the true, this Buddha nature, this nature is our own mind stream. So every individual we have. No, I'm going to give it to you. So then Padmasambhava said, he's going to give it to her, his teaching, old woman. The very essence of the pit instruction, the very heart essence of all of the 84,000 category of Dharma, you need not have any feeling of disagreement, thinking that you are not. Very bright, or that you have less intelligence or wisdom. You don't need to think in that way. Okay, so what is like this older woman is recourse is more longer than this. Here is beginning. You know what she said? Like she said, I need very simple, short instructions, effective, very effective, right? Then what she says also, I'm old. Okay, and she says, I'm educated, and I'm woman. So then she asked, that's why she said, I can't do. Then Padmasambhava said, you don't need to think that. So that's why Padmasambhava give her is more courage. And very brave, or that you have less intelligence or wisdom. You don't need to think in this way, that way, okay? Guru Rinpoche continues saying this. He is going to point out the true meaning of the enlightenment of the Buddha in the pit statement. I will explain this, the three, in abbreviated fashion, and also more extensive, elaborate vision. First, I will teach the abbreviated form. So it's short way, so sharing here. Okay, so first is like kind of summary, right? Summary instruction. So the Padmasambhava just give like three different statements, instructions. First, if you purify fixation to outer object, then naturally appearances are liberated in their own place. So this is like same this morning Garchen Rinpoche sharing. But its difference is, this morning Garchen Rinpoche sharing is the instruction is for generation stage. So in transforming this appearance is yidam detis form. So that's called generation stage practice method. Yeah, in this one is a completion stage. So completion stage is we don't use appearance is yidam detis form. So we have to recognize appearance is emptiness. Then that's the difference. Second is if you purify the inwardly fixating mind, the mind itself is naturally liberated. So we have thoughts, we have grasping fixations, so afflictive emotions rising within our mind. So Padmasambhava was saying, this all what rising is mind is we can liberate into the mind. Because rising from mind, you can dissolve into the mind. That's the second instruction. Third is when clear like luminosity shines forth and you recognize the true nature of your own mind. Then you have recognized awareness itself as mind of enlightenment. So, this knowledge, awareness, is, clarity and emptiness. So this way, knowing, recognize, and have to maintain it. And then whatever arising, diversity experience rising, or we have to recognize, have to let go. So that's he's sharing 3 instructions. So now here, commentary on the 3 instruction, commentary on the first instruction. So now we go to the more detail. If you purify fixation to outer object, then naturally appearance are liberated in their own place. Regarding the first instruction, to purify the fixation to outer objects, these pit instructions are example, or what how to say? Okay, exemplified by the instruction given by Telopa to Naropa. So Telopa said to Naropa. So this is the first Padmasambhava instruction is this is a commentary. What I share the teaching. So that's why I use these instructions. So this not Padmasambhava saying these things. Okay, this is my commentary. So I don't know become this the gold color, but actually this is not root text. Yeah, so that's a mistake. Telopa to Naropa, Telopa said to Naropa, it's not appearance themselves that bind, or bind. It is the fixating mind that binds. So do you understand that? Yeah. So appearance is no problem. The problem is fixation. So when you meditate, sometimes people think all these things go away. Emptiness means like it's going to dissolve. Yeah, then you really into the natural state. So you think you cannot see all these things, but that is not truth. Yeah. The reason is when you are into your natural mind in that state, then your mind is no longer fixation to any object. So your mind is freedom. The object is not bothering you. So object is no distracting, So it's called liberating. All this appearance is liberated to, it is nature. And that's why, all phenomena is emptiness. So all phenomena emptiness is, when we study this philosophy, Buddha's philosophy, our idea, and when you meditate, your experience is my understanding goes like literally slightly different. So, when we study, the Buddha's this, teaching philosophy, emptiness, because like we, use intellectual also investigate. There's, we cannot find anything true there. So that's why we say emptiness. So that's the conceptual idea. Then meditation idea is, you have ability to dissolve all these conceptual thoughts. So you have ability to dissolve all these conceptual thoughts. Then all this seeing form is there, but you're not really fixation to anything. Means you're not chasing any object. So example, if I go to like in the non-conceptual meditation here in this space, I can see you all of you, but I'm not picking up, okay, in Franlin, Lorenzo, and Jason, Gabriel, something like mine. Never think that. Okay, so our seeing is like all of you is just oneness. It's not mind just go to one, specific object chasing or fixation means. So you are there, but my mind is not any like put you labels and go to like picking up someone's name or put a label or anything, nothing like that, but all is become oneness. So that means all is appearance is emptiness. In within that moment, my experience. But then go back to, of course, in the relative level, mind never stay like that because we have already very strong karmic imprint habituate. Then go to, fixation to like, follow the levels again. So that's the, we understand, that means like this is truth. If we don't have the experience, then maybe this, not really right. So we meditate, you if you go really deep level, right now we seeing this object and our mind says this all is gone. This space experience become totally different. And then, if you are going to deep meditations, so in, like all appearances, emptiness, that state, some, if you're talking each other, then it's not really bother me. Okay. So me means like if example I'm meditator, okay, I'm not talking about I'm meditating right now, I'm doing that. So the meditator, like good meditators, like into that, non-conceptual, the appearances become liberate. Then whatever going on in front of us, the person, the meditator's front, the person never feel any distractions. So that means that person is already in, the liberating or appearance is emptiness. So when we meditate starting, my experience like, okay, first like state. If someone even a little bit moving, my mind go there and distracting. Oh, please stop. Fear that. Yeah. And so if talking somewhere is bother, please, stop me. And then you need to think I need this very quiet place, something. So that's just the reason because we need beginner, we need starting. Otherwise, you people bothering, like walking, talking, doing something, so your mind cannot control. So easily chasing, mind is follow them. And the long that means mind is already fixation to external things. So long as your mind is very peaceful states, and then external like people talking, doing things not really bother you. So that means you already appearance is liberated in that moment. So that experience we need. So that's why Telopa told Naropa, when you meditate, this all appearance is not go away. There is be there, but your mind is no fixation to anything. So that means this appearance is no problem. The first instruction by Guru Rinpoche is the same in meaning as split instruction from Telopa to Naropa. So exactly the same, instruction. Guru Rinpoche said, if you look, this is the Telopa told Naropa. So no, this next is like come from Padmasambhava. What Padmasambhava told this old woman, if you look directly at awareness itself, then conceptual thought will be naturally liberated in its own place. So, long as we have ability to look directly at awareness itself, that's very important, actually very deep level meditation. Not focus with the object, not focus with breath. You don't have a support. Yeah. So long as you have focus with the object, you use your body, or you use your senses, or you long as you use your, breath, and so that's not joking. So we have to do that, because if we don't use that, then we cannot go into this higher depth, this stage or state level. So that's why what Padmasambhava was saying, you look at directly at awareness itself. If you, long as you have memorized this, okay, you mind read this, then your awareness really going to watch, itself. It's amazing there, but cannot put words, because reason is mind don't have subject and object. So see here says directly at awareness itself means no subject object. So your awareness seeing itself. And this meditation, uh, generally, usually, of course, I cannot go into this level when we start to meditate, okay? So what we have to do is like focus with the external object, your mind resting there. And then you also resting mind, your breath. So your mind is calm down, subtle, and then you just if you already have habit, you are naturally going to release your breath to go into awareness. But with no use to, then your mind becomes stable, focus with the breath. Then you just let go of the breath. Look at yourself. Means you're not body, okay? It's use this awareness directly look to itself, awareness. So then conceptual thought will naturally liberate its own place. Or this conceptual thought is release itself. So this, when we meditate, is in there is like the very something special, powerful there. But it's very hard to, we really do that. Your reason is because our mind is always, subject into object. So long as you awareness, seeing it is, and then it's empty, it's present, it's clarity. But the momently, oh yeah, it is, it's like empty, clear. Your thoughts rising again. Okay, something happening you, moment there happening you. So that moment, that you have to log to that thoughts again. That thoughts also itself is released. Go into that same again. So then you feel very beautiful. You long as you have that ability, you feel very beautiful experience. Like it's something like you have beautiful, you can swimming. Enjoy, do you understand? And the like you saying that thoughts rising, you seeing, it's really it is rising again, you seeing that release it is you the arising in that same awareness is rising, and then the thoughts, whatever emotion rising, you seeing it, you watch that, it's release it is so then not really take you away from the meditation experience. You understand? So our problem is we have use awareness look to itself. Yeah, okay, you get good in the non-conceptual something, momentarily short-term feeling, okay, yeah, maybe this right. So in that thoughts rising again, so then the thoughts take you to maybe out of your meditation states. So here is a lot of instructions. When meditation instructions, they say like we have to liberate thoughts. When you can liberate thoughts, we have liberated appearances. So only we can have ability to do these things is directly of, you look, directly at awareness itself. And then thoughts arise, you seeing, recognize. Then you just, stay in the awareness, thought is release itself. So that's called the release thought and the liberated thought. So long as you do that, our practice become more, how to say, strong, or more your habituate. So that's why thoughts never stop in there, coming again. So we knowing, release itself, knowing, release itself, have to put a very strong effort, actually, that, like sharp awareness. Otherwise, very easily we're going to lost. So that's why in this meditation, I use this 7 supplication to Tara. Where is that? Maybe in this period has a 7 supplication Tara. No, right? Oh, blue book has. Okay, I have. Oh yeah, this one better. So this we have this translations. This is for me is much better. So in this instructions, Gajin Rinpoche, he all the time sharing again, because this is very useful, when you meditate. The what here says, see the page is, no, you don't need a page, I think. This is just I'm going to sharing with you. It is difficult to understand our own mind's Buddha's mind. Seeing natural mind, but not familiarizing with it through practice. So we are lost in unwholesome worldly activities. I supplicate Mother Tara of perfect mindfulness, please protect us. So see this, awareness, seeing it is own nature is very difficult and not easy. So that's why here says difficult to understand our own mind, Buddha's mind. Then seeing natural mind, but we sometimes knowing, seeing like awareness, but not familiarizing means like we don't have habituate. So that's why it is through practice. We don't have a habituate through practice our own, like strong. Then we are lost in unwholesome worldly activity. So we are lost is like lost is not talking about we kept going samsara again. I think loss in this case means like the very go into like more subtle level. And when we go into awareness, rikpa or nature, and then thoughts rising or delusion rising something, momently you will be lost. So the when thoughts rising, delusion, this rising mind lost in the awareness, then that's we lost in worldly activity. Means they go to in the samsara, wholesome worldly activity. So as supplicate Mother Tara. So the point is what I do here is we are lost in our wholesome worldly activity. I mentally kept this in the mind, okay, when meditate. So we are lost in our wholesome worldly, recognize, oh, I'm lost. Lost means like you lost awareness. Recognize, and then you can go back. So this helps, become kind of like some support. And you don't have to chant, but keep in the mind, this prayer. So this helps you maintaining in your meditation awareness. Then as supplicate Mother Tara of perfect mindfulness, please protect us. So this is the Garjin Rinpoche's most important instruction. All the time he's saying this, saying means he's sharing. Okay. Yesterday I spent with him like maybe almost 1 hour with him. So he's told me this like maybe 10 times. Okay, so this is the most important one. So then we talked like he said like most important true practice is supplication tara. Supplicate mother tara here, or perfect mindfulness. What is perfect mindfulness? In this perfect mindfulness and awareness, itself is the same, Perfect mindfulness, supplication Tara here saying Jigtin Sunggu's text. Padmasambhava here says, look at directly at awareness itself. So long as you look to your, look awareness itself, then you have perfect mindfulness. So you have awareness, keep that, so this, when I'm maintaining meditation, so I use this. Sometimes I can use very beautifully. I mean, very beautifully. Sometimes not easy. Okay, so not always the same. Do you understand? So even when we meditate, not always the same experience, because sometimes very easy. You get some levels, good experience. Sometimes we stay long time, put effort, but don't get much. Yeah. So anyway, the point is anyway, my understand experience stay a little longer. Longer is much better. The Padmasambhava, he said like for beginners have to do short sections. So if I do short sections, I cannot go deep. Then distracting again. I stop this distraction, take time, okay? I go sleep. I take at least 30 minutes. I don't know, you some people like easily go for sleep. So some people lucky, okay? I don't have that luck. I go sleep, I have to dissolve all these conceptual thoughts. So I have to, this supplication, Tara, this prayer save me every single night. Without this, I have nightmares. So I apply this in the mind, then I can stop all these conceptual, thoughts, and then can go sleep. Take time, So, so that's why, if I put short time, I cannot stop all the conceptual thoughts. Because like maybe mind can focus to something object is a little bit relaxed, and then that not satisfy me. I have more desire. Okay. Some people maybe very easy, like satisfy. They're very lucky. I'm not easy to satisfy. That's another way is good, positive. Sometimes bad. So, satisfy is then, going again, meditations have to go really long. So it's go really long time. And then this all what in these instructions really makes sense. So I can, apply in mind, but thoughts really, even rising is, but not really bothering, not that strong. So otherwise, short-term meditation, thoughts rising, I can go chasing easily. They follow the thoughts. They are lost. So that's why, I need support first level. Support is I use this, supplication Tara and some instructions. It's really, really helpful for meditation using support. Mentally apply that, prayer. Here it says like it is difficult to understand our own mind, understand our own mind is Buddha's mind, or is my mind is very difficult. So that also helps. Harder to understand. It's like not chasing the thoughts. is bring into, mind is bring into ourself. So this instruction you apply in your mind is hook again, bring back. It's going out, you bring back again. So that's why you have to apply in your mind. Then here is, perfect mindfulness. So use awareness, knowing. It is mind, perfect awareness is clear, present. It's you knowing it is emptiness. It becomes stable. Then the awareness is you think about the Tara. The awareness is rising to the Tara's form body. Then you see your mind and your awareness and the Yadam dead is oneness. So you're going to apply that. Our minds need very stable. Not easy to apply that. So long as you have ability to apply the awareness, thinking about the Tara is then, or awareness rising to Tara's form body. And then you look to the Tara's form is rising, is inseparable with your own mind for awareness. Then you feel yourself is become Tara. Yeah. So then you have ability to all form is transformed to the Tara's form. Yourself is become Tara. And then you feel very beautiful experience yourself. So that sometimes happen, okay, take time. But not every meditation happen. Do you understand what I'm sharing? Okay, then good. So now I think the time is finished, right? Okay. So that's this, is this mindful awareness, and Padmasambhava here is, awareness itself. Then conceptual thought will be naturally liberated in its own place. So we don't need to liberate conceptual thoughts, release it itself. So long as you keep your awareness, thoughts, emotions release it itself. That's the Mahamudra Dzogchen instruction, the main point. Okay, thank you. So we finish here. It's a good thing. My voice also really gone. It's extremely tired. Thank you. I just, you do mentally dedication. I just chant short prayer, okay? So this is the Mahamudra and mentally dedicating. So nam de ye dam je zi ba nye tam nan yin be ra nam bam ze de ji ga nam je ba lan ru ba ye se ben zo len ro wa re yo yang ba ra ba ve je da ren je ma da gen de zang bo de yan de yin de dai gen je ji ze da lo jian ge wan de da dam ji ra de ngo yi za gen ze gen jian ji je je dem de ne la wan dam de go ren jian bar je dem ba zen de ba ye ro de zang gong wen zen jo je. Thank you, everyone. Touch the leg. I can see everybody is tired, but you all have enthusiasm. So that keeps us, alive. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay, good. So yeah, this morning session is afternoon. This session is we using our Zoom, and Padmasambhava practicing is we not using the Zoom, so GBI, the you streaming, live streaming, YouTube live streaming, and the empowerment and this evening sections, we use our channel and Zoom. So we have this morning database more already 1,000 for empowerment. So that's a good thing. No, it's the 900 something. Thank you, Zoom Sangha Tachidele. Thank you, Shirap translating. Zoom team or Zoom team. Thank you.